Welcome back to ChumChat, ladies and gentlemen, to part dos of this exclusive with Dante Sealy. Y'all been waiting for it. Y'all been wanting it. You know, people have told me that was our funniest guest yet with Dante. I personally didn't think it was that funny, you know. But this is going to be better.
Johan.
Yeah, I agree.
What'd you say?
I was with you, Johan. I didn't think it was that funny.
I didn't think it was that funny, but people were like, "That's funny." I guess we're getting Dante back on, and today we're gonna do a little bit of ratings, see what's going on with Dante. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and yeah. So what's going on? With
We got the wheel or no?
I can pull it up. I can definitely.
We got the
wheel.
The wheel needs to come into play here.
Are we going?
I think we need to delete some topics though, and just we can let Dante create the topics.
Here, let me start setting it up while we make some conversation real quick.
I don't think we can share the information though.
Yeah, because what if Lucci watches the meeting?
Do you also get y'all's phones taken up?
No.
Bro, imagine.
Bro, that's
Not
what
the
I'm
first
saying.
team.
Why does it matter?
I think the academy does though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you act like no offense, but you act like Dante's gonna go back and play for the academy at this point.
Nah, I'm just saying for the kids in the academy, we don't want to ruin it for them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Bro, you act like the coaches don't know that they have trap phones. Remember, they'd always bring it up. You'd be like, hey, "Don't be smart with us."
Yo, what?
Bro, this story is so funny. I don't even know if we could share it, but if we could, we might as well just do it. And then,
bro, the coaches aren't dumb. They know like half the kids have trap. Bro, when someone pulls up and grabs like a Samsung S1, like from the pile, like, bruh. Like,
I'm gonna say I rarely ever use a trap phone. It was only towards the end of my academy that I was like, all right.
I didn't use a trap
Let me
phone.
do
I
this.
just brought like an iPad or something. Like, because
Yeah,
kids would
most
turn
of
in
y'all
their
had
phones and everyone had,
laptops.
like a PlayStation and a laptop.
Yeah.
What even is the point of turning?
All right.
in
You
the phone?
want me to start sharing the story, Johan?
yeah, sure.
All right. So it was me, Johan, Dante, and I think it was David in the room with us. David Rodriguez, right? It was him.
I don't remember.
It was to Florida for showcase. No,
Was it? It might have been.
I think it was. And
Oh, no, man, yeah.
so we're in a room, 4 of us in a room with 2 beds, and basically Dante and Johan are sharing a bed. Me and David are sharing a bed, and it comes time every night in the academy that we have to turn in our phones. So the coaches would be like, "All right, come turn your phones, and you get it back in the morning." Just it's a thing they do or whatever. I never was a fan of it. Obviously, sometimes it could be useful, but I don't really agree with it. Anyways, a lot of kids like Dante Sealy, they would bring a trap phone or like a fake phone to turn in, and then they would keep their regular phone. And this one night, me, Johan, we knew that Dante had this fake phone. So it comes time to turn in the phones. And me and Johan grabbed his fake phone.
No, we got his real
hid-
phone. We grabbed
No, we grabbed it. We grabbed his real phone.
He went with the fake phone to go turn it in.
Yeah. So he went with his fake phone to turn it in. And we grabbed his real phone and we hid it. We hid it with me and Johan. But we told Dante when he came back, he was looking for his phone. And we're like, yo, we took it for you. Like, we turned it in for you. And he was talking to us like, you're lying. And we're like, no, we took your phone for you, bro. Like, we were trying to be nice.
Yeah, we were like,
And,
you're gonna be late, bro, because they have a certain time that you can't, like, you have to turn it in at that time.
And Dante was freaking out. He's like, so what are they going to do? They're going to be like, we have 18 players and count 19 phones? He's like, what are they going to do? They're going to know, bro. He's like, y'all are so dumb. He was like going off. He was throwing pillows everywhere. And Johan was like, anyone knows Johan, you know that he gets in this mode where he starts laughing. And anything you say, he just starts laughing more and more. And he was in this phase. And Dante was getting mad. And every time Dante said something, it was just more of a laugh. And it went on for I'd say it went on to like 30 minutes to an hour where Dante was like freaking out, didn't know what to do. I thought it was hilarious because when Johan starts laughing like that, it's like it's over for everyone. And I don't think I've ever seen Dante more mad and more like, oh my goodness, I'm so screwed. And obviously we gave his phone back and he was like, oh my gosh, y'all are so dumb. And he was butthurt, but it was so funny.
Judd, I forgot about that one. What were you talking about? I remember, but I thought we took your phone at Jason's Deli. But we took Dante's?
No,
Yeah, it was Dante's.
Stop the cap.
No chance, Judge.
What did you say?
He said no chance.
Your phone, bro.
It
I
wasn't
thought it
my
was
phone.
your phone.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was yours, Judd.
I swear it was your
We took
phone.
your phone, and you were looking for it the whole time.
Oh man, I don't remember it. I remember it's Dante's phone.
And it was the time
you
that
were-
I think something happened, and then we ended up wrestling in the van.
Yeah, you broke my chain I bought at the mall.
Yeah, because Judd was looking for his phone, and like it was when Lucci was telling us like he came over to talk to us, and Judd was literally like walking around our table looking at everyone, and everyone was looking at Judd like, "What is your problem?" And then in the van, that's when you broke his little necklace, and I actually
broke
think
it
I still
outside,
have it.
like right when we were getting in, and he chased me for a little bit, and then we ended
Yeah, and then we wrestled in the van.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
But we got a lot of stories in the academy we could talk about, especially
Bro,
with
yeah,
Dante.
we should make it a segment, bro, because oh my gosh. So
Hey,
much-
Johan. Hey, random question though, bro. Hey, why didn't you sign for the first team? Like, what happened?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh,
Thanks
reversing
for
it.
interviewing Johan now.
Like, random question.
Welcome to
Like,
ChumChat, Johan.
For what first team?
huh? No,
That's
like,
it, Alice.
Dallas?
yeah, you and Jonathan.
That's more of a question for Jonathan. All right, Dante, let's move on. So, are you moving to PSV?
It's complicated, but yeah, one of the teams interested when I'm like old enough to go to Europe. Cause this year it was like weird, like it kind of messed up everything. It kind of delayed everything.
Yeah, I feel you. Anyway, answer what Tanner was saying about the other teams. We gotta
So,
get.
like, I don't know. It might happen when I'm 19. Who knows, bro?
What are the other teams?
I mean, teams in Germany like Schalke, like teams like that, they've been interested, but PSG is like the main, like they're like the most interested.
Dante, you got any questions for us? I know you had a question for Johan earlier. Any questions
Yeah.
for Judd or me?
No. For you, Tanner, how did you handle like the quick transition from you were playing 19s? We were together in a showcase literally like 8 months ago. How was that transition? Like, how quickly did you transition from there to the first team? Like, was it easy for you, or were you like struggling at first?
I mean, honestly, just playing with like players like you helped me develop to be able to play with the first team. So like when you came down to showcase, I just felt like a better player already. So when I transitioned, no, seriously, seriously, to answer your question, I honestly didn't feel like it was that like hard. Just because like I said, the players I was playing with, like they make the game easier. Like even just playing like with Matt, like if you mess up, it's fine. I bring up Matt a lot in a bunch of whenever I have interviews, but no, I think the hardest thing is literally just like the physical side of it, like having to run more, having more energy, like taking care of your body off the field is like the most difficult thing for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you see me in there every day doing regen and stuff, which I think you should start taking part in. Yesterday I'm in there.
Nah, bro, take care of your body. Take care of your body for real. I learned that.
Dante was in there. Dante was in there one day, like it was like 2 days ago. He was doing the boots, and he was like, I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing recovery. And I was like, okay, just the boots? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I haven't done recovery in like weeks, bro. And I was like,
Bro.
I don't know how you do it.
Tanner, hey, let me ask you a question, Tanner. What I need recovery for? What I need recovery for?
You train?
For the next day.
You train? Do you train?
Yeah, I train.
Your legs get tired when you train?
No.
Stop the cap.
I think the thing is though, this
Oh, my
year,
numbers are high,
since we have so many games, the trainings are not as hard. You know, like a normal week, we'd have like a hard Wednesday, and a Wednesday would be like, I mean, it'd be like a game. Like we scrimmage for 20 minutes and we have weights, like it'd be hard. So you need regen. But honestly, if like when I'm not playing and I'm subbing in or like, and then we have training, I honestly feel like I don't need regen. Like it's not like the trainings are not as hard. They're not as long. They obviously try to get guys more like small-sided when we don't play in the games. But I mean, they're not trainings that you need regen for really. But I just think you got to do it because I mean, your body's where you make your money, you know. So if
Your body is your
breaks
money
down
maker,
in
bro,
a
for
couple
real.
years,
Take
I
care.
mean, you're not gonna.
And I
have
know
money.
Judson can tell you, right, Judd? Like being serious about it. Like you can tell him like straight up.
Yeah, like I wish I was way better early on about taking care of my body because of just the times I got injured.
Yeah, that is fact, Judd.
And I'm sure, Judd, I'm sure now you take good care of it, right?
Yeah, I'm in the training room every morning and I go in for treatment every week.
I
So
would like to hear. And that's why you're
Yeah.
gonna snap. You're gonna snap when the season starts. Low key, I think I want to do an episode kind of how we did with you, Tam, when you signed. but we like talk more about Judd and like kind of like what he's going through now and like what he's looking forward to and like what he wants his journey to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think the fans would like that. It's relatable.
I'm not gonna say that Dante does bad with his regen. Like he activates before training, and like he's not like stupid off the field. So I'm not gonna say he's bad with his regen like other players are. But I think he should just be in there maybe a couple days a week.
Yeah, I mean, bro, trust me, bro. If I was playing like you, bro, I'd be in there, bro. I'd be getting massages and all that, bro. But right now, there's not really much to do.
I like genuinely like not even in a podcast kind of way, just like boy to boy. I wanted to ask like what was the most disappointing part about like honestly, just I know you're not used to being on the bench and stuff like that or not playing. And then like, you know, I know we touched on it a little bit, but like go a little bit more in depth in terms of like how you felt, you know, last year. Because you're used to scoring goals. You're used to being the star and like even in North Texas it was tough, you know? So how did that make how'd you get over that? Like that mental barrier?
Yeah, but yeah, North Texas, bro. That year was crazy. Like the first game like game of the season against Chattanooga, I thought I played well, and then it started going downhill the second game.
Well, typically how it is, like I know, for example, here, if like a player from the A team is injured or coming back from injury, or like if they're just not getting minutes and they play with us, then they have priority. So I assume like say Tanner, kind of like Edwin and Thomas, no? They're signed to first team contracts, so they have priority that they're supposed to play. So I figured that's what it would be like for you. Because no offense to North Texas players, but FC Dallas players are like MLS contracts. Y'all take priority, you know?
What happened was it was MLS that gave me the contract because I wasn't signing for like no like minimum wage, bro. Like that.
Minimum wage.
But
all right, don't curse so we can put this on air. But
Dante, I make minimum wage. That wasn't.
Dante, minimum wage is definitely not what they offered you, bro.
No,
you got more than minimum wage. I'm talking about they offered you the lowest the league can.
Yes, bro. I'm not signing that. Like, I have to be an idiot to sign that, bro. So I had to go to MLS, bro. I was like, it's either I'm signing this, bro, I'm out, bro. And they're like, all right, we'll get this done. And then, yeah, as soon as I got signed, they sent me to North Texas, like, right away. And I was like, all right. And then I already know what was going to happen from there, bro.
Well, I think that just shows because, like, even Dante going down, since he just signed, I feel like he didn't have that priority like you were talking about, Johan, where like Thomas and even the guys this year, Kosi, Eddie, Edwin, and the guys last year, Brian, they all came down and they took positions. Like I remember being in the midfield and they brought down a whole midfield and I was like, well, I'm not playing because it's like you just get priority. It doesn't matter how good you are or whatever, they get priority. And with Dante, I feel like the whole situation was just like they didn't respect that because he wasn't like he had just signed and they didn't see him as like a first team player, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he was on loan too. So he was just like a part of the team instead of being like, oh, you're just down for this game.
True.
Like,
True.
I wouldn't like even like there was games I wouldn't even play. Like I don't know, it was just crazy. Like, but you know, I guess.
But
So
bro,
is it safe to?
what people don't know, you know, people don't know about last season and even this season. So this season in the first game, I don't know if you guys didn't know, but the first game of this season for me, I made the bench and I didn't play. And the last 6 games I've been a starter. So I think that's just a part of being a footballer. You know, when you move to Europe, you know, you're going to PSV or whatever, Tanner moves to Europe, Judd signs, you know, Judd, you might be a starter for SMU this year, but you might not play for a while. You know, it's part of the life of a footballer. So you have to be, I feel like you have to be able to get over that hurdle. You know, we're not always going to be superstars. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's right on.
I was a practice player for like.
I think the thing is like with soccer, you can have ups and downs because like it's so dramatic though. Cause you could be like, just taking for instance, like this year, he's doesn't play, subs in sometimes, starts a game, scores a hat trick on top of the world, gets hurt, doesn't even play now. And like, if you have that mentality of like, you want to do better, you want to push, you want to win, that's going to suck when you get down to those low moments. Cause like, if you're one of the players that doesn't care, like it doesn't care, whatever, he's hurt, he's fine because he's making money, he's whatever, and doesn't care. But I feel like all of us, we're just like driven to go to the next step. That when we're down low, it's like devastating. But then when you're starting, it's like the glory of everything because this is what you want to do and this is the next step. So there's just like so much up and downs, and balancing that is tough. And especially when you get to Europe, because I mean, there's better players, better teams, less opportunities to make mistakes, and And I mean, even FC Dallas, when I start a game, I'm like, let's go. And then when I'm not starting or I didn't make the roster versus Colorado, it's like you get low moments, but you always have to believe in yourself to be like, okay, I can still do this or like whatever. You can't ever give up. And I feel like that's what all of us have done it at least once. Like Dante last year, I mean, a lot of guys would have given up. A lot of guys would have been like, oh, I'm in North Texas and whatever. But now Dante's getting minutes with the first team. So it's like it all works out if you just keep working.
But I mean, I haven't really like gotten real minutes to where you can say like, am I ready or not? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
I think definitely Dante deserves a chance to just start a game because,
Yeah,
I mean, if he starts, scores, then the next game he's going to starts, gets an assist, whatever, plays good. It's just like, I feel like just in the MLS in general, like just wingers don't produce enough. Like you look all across the world and you see these teams and the reason they score goals is because they're wingers. Like their wingers get assists and goals. It's just like that's at the top. I mean, you look at Barcelona today starting Ansu Fati, it's like they have Griezmann on the bench for Ansu Fati. Like
that's a vet, bro. That's a World Cup winner right there, bro.
yeah, you have Griezmann on the bench. I mean, it is what it is. Decisions are made, so
Yeah, I'll cut that part out and just leave that last part where you said decisions are made. I'll leave him a little bit of suspense, but I think Judd can definitely talk about highs and lows because you kind of get to the pinnacle. Actually, Judd, you weren't captaining us at that point, but you were like a solid piece of our lineup or whatever, and then you get injured in like the most important game of our lives, basically. Like the last stand. So it's little stuff like that, and then you go through Clemson, and it's tough, and now you're doing well at SMU. So it's like I think you're kind of the epitome of what it takes. But don't get me wrong, I think there's a big difference between inconsistency and highs and lows. There's a big difference.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the best players are consistent, but I think the highs and lows you can't really control. Like if you get injured, a lot of times you can't control that. If you get put on the bench, it's a coach's decision. You can't really control that. So I think as long as you focus on like what you can control, Dante, and that goes for all of us. I mean, I think you'll be successful. Like you can't be, let's be honest, you can't be about this. Like this goes for all of us. I'm not saying you, Dante, but you can't be about I'm better than him. Like this is something my coach tells me. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. No. Okay, I think I'm better than him. Well, I gotta go show it. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta go earn it in training. And with the minutes I get, even though I know it's hard, especially when you get put in crunch time, that's like the worst. Because especially if a team is winning, they're just gonna go like defend. And as a forward, you don't get any space playing like that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Just be grinding.
Yeah. Especially like in the game against Nashville, they put in a young player like me. We'll be down 2-0 away, and I haven't played in like 3 games prior. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's hard, like just getting in, just adapting to it. But I just gotta get used to it.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's just tough because that situation is just. I mean, I feel like honestly, if you're down 2-0 and you sub in with 5 minutes left, you can't really do nothing wrong. Yeah. Like you can't really play that bad. I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Bro, but you know what I noticed? Bro, when you get put in like that, like Dante gets put in or whatever, bro, and I've been put in like that too. They blame you, like they blame you, like,
my
bro.
fault.
What do you want me to do? And Dante, let me tell you this. And Tanner or Justin, you can come to play in Europe. Like, it's not out of the question. In Europe, bro, the foreigner is the first one to get blamed. The first one to get blamed, no matter what. And it's
like the reverse of here.
It's been different for me because I can understand the language, and so I'm not really seen as much of a foreigner. But I promise you, my African teammates that don't understand, I feel so bad, bro. I feel so bad. Everything is their fault. Everything, bro. And so just get ready for that because you have to be mentally strong to get over that because it's tough. It's tough to see, but yeah, it is what it is. That's part of the game.
That is funny.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Opposite of here.
You think so, Jed?
Yeah.
You think American players get blamed like more?
Yeah.
What?
Especially at the college level.
I think at college level, yeah, because I mean, with the
like
academy,
foreign players
we really
can do no
didn't
wrong
have.
at the college level.
I don't know. Yeah.
But typically, foreign players are pretty raw if they're in college, aren't they?
They're just another player.
Hey, Judd, you peep Jack Harrison? Went to Wake Forest, now he's in the Premier League, eh?
That's one thing I was going to talk about. You're bringing up Jack Harris.
Harrison.
Question for Dante. Harrison, yeah.
watching these teams now, Dante, I see especially Leeds, and obviously this is a thing. Just your mental, Dante, is what you've been working on. I think for a couple of years now, that's really made you improve as a player. Just these teams like Leeds, you watch them play, and you watch Barcelona play Real Madrid, the highest level teams, and I mean, just their mentality of when they mess up or when they do things, it's like it didn't even happen. Like when I watch Leeds, I'm in awe because like guys will miss chances or they'll make bad passes, whatever, and it's like they don't even know what happened. They're just like reacting to the next play.
Bro,
And that's something that you've been kind of struggling with is you're just mental, and that's what the coach has been helping you with. We know about it. So like, I think that's the only thing from keeping you from being like, top world class player. What do you think about that?
Bro, but the thing is, like, I think it was an issue. Like, it was an issue in the academy, I guess. But now I think I've gotten better to a point where I don't really think it's a factor anymore. Because like, if you ask like the national team coaches, like they wouldn't say like, oh, his transition is bad. Like, you know what I mean? It's only FC Dallas who have a problem with it. So I don't really think it's really a big issue. But it's just like they've like known it for a while, so just in their head, like I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I feel you. Yeah,
but yeah, I think the best teams like Judd. If you look back at our 19s and 10, like y'all were the captains of that group, bro. I think you can say for sure, like even Joel. Like don't get me wrong, Julian would always get on to Joel, but even when Joel would do his stuff, like okay, we would yell at him, boom. But I would yell at him while I was running to get the ball back. It wasn't like a moment. It's
we
always
never
like,
had those moments.
They were really good.
Not at the
and
end.
I remember Judd, or I think Judd or Tanner against St. Louis lost the ball in the back. And then whoever didn't lose it, tracked all the way back and then won it back.
By Almaguer to come back into that pocket and find the release ball. But the pass picked off by Collins. Looking to go the other way. Has two players going forward, including Velastos, but getting there.
Bro, I don't even like to live in the past like that, but I like yesterday, or not yesterday, but one of these days when I was looking for videos to edit, to help edit our Jessica video, I fell across our U19 championship, and bro, every time I come across it, bro, I just have to watch parts of it, and I swear, bro, it's the worst. But what I most like is looking at the starting 11 picture and being like, this guy's doing great, this guy's doing great, and I know the people on the bench are doing great too. So I think it's the best. Like I know, like I was talking to Kalodi, bro. Kalodi's like the one guy that I can look at and I can be like, that guy should be in Europe. That guy should be in Europe, without a doubt. Like my keeper, that is my age, but usually plays with us. He's like the third option for the Porto A team, Portugal U20, all this, and I guarantee you, Kalodi's just as good as him. Like the guy's good, but Kalodi's just as good as him. So when I look at those players,
so athletic.
When I look at those players, even when I look at like guys like Judd, Dante, I'm like, yeah, for sure, y'all guys could be here. I'm not saying it's like a walk in the park, but I feel like it's more mentality than like.
I think it's Chris Richards. You made a statement. He was like, I think he referred to FC Dallas Academy, but I think he was talking about U.S. players, saying there's a bunch of young talents that when they get the chance to come over here, they're gonna blossom. But it's just a matter of getting over there. I think all of us can get over there. It's just a matter of getting over there, the opportunity, putting in the work to earn it. But
bro, you see Brendan Aaron, one solid season, Salzburg.
The difference
I want to hear your top 5 22 under 22.
Hey, Tanner, let me say something real quick.
All right.
To like Johan's point, like the difference between like European, like the academies in Europe, like I feel like the U.S. players are like better like in the academies. Like if you know what I mean, because I've been there, I've trained with them like my age, bro. Like you know what I mean. Like none of them are really that good, but I think the difference is like the pro level, like the difference between the pro level here and the pro level in Europe, like that's where they like advance like way higher than us. That's the difference for me, bro.
So what do you think the age is of like the true development? Because you talk about the academy and you talk about kids in America being better, but then you talk about the pro. So what age is it that they separate us in?
I think when they turn like 17, 18, like the age we had now.
I think it's facts, but I don't think Judd applies to that.
You can't compare college and like a PSV first team, like you know what I mean?
Right. It's a different lifestyle over here than it is over there.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Well, I want to switch up the topic a little bit, if that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, my computer's at 4%. I don't have a charger, bro.
All right. Well,
we'll write it out.
We'll write it out. I'm gonna talk about Dante. We're coming out with merch soon. No, we
Yeah.
appreciate your thoughts on that, Dante.
But hey, I think y'all should do one more thing, bro. Like every time you have someone on ChumChat, ask them who they want like next. Like give them,
Hey, that's a good idea.
Like, you know what I mean?
And
Dante, who do you want us
that
to
way,
have
if they
on
say
next?
someone, they have to technically help us get it.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of fire. But who would you want next, Dante? Who would you want to see on?
Realistically, I want Brian, bro. I'm being honest, bro. I want
Hey.
Brian.
Brian too.
Hey,
Brian.
we have to get Brian.
Brian Reynolds. Big bad Brian. You just heard it here. Dante Sealy, Johan Gomez, Judson Burns, and Tanner Tessman all want you to come on ChumChat and share your story. Dante, he's saying that he could replace you, Judd. He's saying that he got better connections. He could get better people. He inputs more. He has funnier things to say. He said he could replace you. What do you have to say to that, Judd?
Give me a second.
That's what he's got to say.
Bro, Judd, what? Nah, I was just playing, bro. Judd, I was just playing, bro.
Dang.
Hey, I know he wasn't playing, Dante.
Judd, let's be honest. Let's be honest for a second. On air.
Yes.
Judd hasn't contributed much season 2. But
Nah.
that's the brotherhood we have here. He's irreplaceable. Me and Tanner have shouldered the weight, carried. And we know season 3 or maybe even later this season, he's going to start pulling hella weight. Last season, he was pulling weight. Last season, he was pulling weight. This season, John's pulling weight. And hopefully next season, I don't have to pull weight, but maybe I will.
Judd, please stop before this gets ugly, Judd. Judd, please. I beg you, bro.
Nah, Tanner's been pulling weight.
Get ugly.
I think
I've
we
been trying to
complement each other very well. You know, this is smart though. If we play our guests right, we can have our guests do the work for us, technically with their connections. Not actually do a lot of work, but
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's good. That's what I like to hear. Because I mean, here at ChumChat, I want to bring up. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all boys. That deal, they're still trying to work it out, bro. I text my agent like every other week about. So don't act like I forgot, but I'm definitely disappointed that it didn't work out faster, and that I even brought it up back then, thinking it was going to happen soon.
bro,
But
don't
I
even
just want to say sorry, boys.
if we
'cause
can get it,
I
if we
hope
can get it as a
Judd,
season 3
Judd.
opener, that'd be a huge opener. That'd be a huge way to open season 3 with the collab.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
That's what I'm. They're talking about other sponsors too, because he's talking to more than just right now to try to create them to hurry up and have like a more of a negotiation process, just because we were trying to sign with somebody else.
But bro, hey, I was thinking, me and Pepe is gonna make a podcast and get you Tanner on it.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, that's in this shit here, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I guess we're signing off for this one. It was a light episode, part 2 with Dante ratings and a little part of an interview, just vibing with him. He's one of our good friends, so make sure to check him out, follow him on socials, like, share, and subscribe, and go find your success.